Que pasa, Aquarius? Thanks for visiting. We're gonna get started. Don't make it fit. If it's for you, you'll know. Well, don't manifest it. Don't you do it. You know what, Aquarius? Ain't gonna rain. Lots of pretty shapes in the clouds. I love it. Okay. Let's go. 2 from the bottom. It's already pre-shuffled, ready to go. 3 from the top. And then we will clarify. Let's start with at the bottom. Let's see what is going to be a surprise for you that you're not going to see coming. Although we already know, but you know, whatever. As I said that, High Priestess, bitch, you already know. 4 of Wands. It's a celebration. It's a union of a sort. Could be a marriage, be a proposal, in addition to the family. Whether it's in human form or fur baby, feather baby, however you want to call it. Nice. You already knew about it. Now, in looking at this, the union of this sort could have come to you in a sense like in a dream. Pay attention to your dreams. There are always signs in dreams. I could be talking to a dream walker. You have lucid, vivid dreams that you remember most of the time. I would write it down. I would have a journal. Put as many highlights as you can in that journal, whether it makes sense to you right now or not. Write it down. Color, how did it make you feel? If you had like a sense, if you felt safe, if you felt scared, if you felt angry, write it down. If you were able to look at numbers, not everybody could do that, where you could see like an actual number. If you called out a name, write that down. Colors, important. Everything that you could possibly think of that could highlight that dream. If you could do a chronological order, that would be fantastic. But if not, it's not a big deal. Write it down, because that's going to be a sign for you to, like a puzzle, if you will, to go ahead and give you like your answers that you're looking for. Confirmation is what I'm seeing. I'm speaking to somebody that remembers most of their dreams. That is very powerful and exciting, and you should look into it. If you're not fully aware of that gift, like what you can do with it, I would research it. Go online, go to a library, just find a guide, like resources to go ahead and enhance that gift. The Magician, you have what you need. Sorry, I'm looking at the birds. Squirrel. Queen of Swords, communication. A King of Swords, or yeah, King of Swords. King and Queen. Unapologetic bitch. Ooh, this one's juicy. The reason why I say this is juicy is because what's that saying? Did a cat catch your tongue? Is that how it is? Fuck, I don't know. But I am speaking to somebody who is very eloquent when it comes to expressing emotions and not sugarcoating it, but not being arrogant when it comes to that delivery. The King and the Queen of Swords together is powerful in communication and just walking with full intention. Like, you walk into a room and you are noticed. It almost comes off as where people could be intimidated by your energy. And you like that. You enjoy that quite a bit. I mean, I don't blame you. But in having that kind of energy, that kind of power is you don't take that lightly. So you're firm, but you're eloquent when it comes to communication. You are firm, but you say it just how it is without feeling any kind of, it's not remorse. Get out of my head. It's with intention. It's in a sense of verbal mastery. It's beautiful communication. I really don't know how else to say this. It's not carrying like I mentioned before, like arrogance, insult, all that. No. This is like beautiful execution. And I could be speaking to somebody who is like a public speaker who is, God, you are so eloquent. You have such a beautiful, educated, high vocabulary. It's beautiful and refreshing. And that is you right here. See, it's the Magician. It didn't come to you easy. Like, I mean, you studied because you are so fucking amazing and intelligent. I love it. So let's go ahead and clarify and see what's going on here. Why is the Magician here? The Ten of Swords, Justice. I could be speaking to somebody who works for the Justice Department, or just school in general, a teacher, teacher's aide, aspiring instructor, I don't know, but somebody who is a public speaker. Yes. Okay, why is the Queen of Swords here? Five of Wands, King of Swords. It almost feels like poetry when you speak. You know what I'm picking up on? God, may she rest in peace. Moira, from Schitt's Creek. You know how like she was just so eloquent when she would speak, and it was just funny, but it was beautiful and not insulting in any shape or form. It's just, she had a way of speaking to people and really connecting. You connect with people, even if they may feel intimidated by you, and it's not like they don't run from you. It's not that. It's just they would love to have those skills that you have. And you inspire people. That's how I see it. And that's why you're so unapologetic about it, because you don't connect in a sense where like it's not just all based off it. Okay, your emotional state, like your emotional state could coexist with just facts. How do I fucking say this? I'm so tongue-tied right now. I'm at a loss for words. When people hear you speak, it's as if they were listening to a beautiful symphony. It's like it's like going to a ballet, like a show, and the ballerinas, the performers, they glide, and it's beautiful and it's magical, and that's the best that I could describe your communication skills. Is like a ballerina where they defy gravity. Wow. I love it. Oh, qué hermoso. Qué hermoso. Okay, King of Swords. Why is he here? Strength and the world. You could be somebody who has a very large following. Absolutely, somebody who has a very large following. You're very popular. So your reputation it's important. You're not vulgar. You don't use like bad words, right? It's not in your vocabulary. You understand what it means, but if nobody would ever catch you being vulgar. No way. So it's like, this is the discipline is where you're having like, yeah, you have discipline. So you know of those words, and you know not to use them because you resist. And that's why you have such a wonderful network. You're the star of the show, baby. Give me more for the world card, please. Tower and the moon. So something's going to come to a complete halt. Something that this is a surprise element. Nothing to be worried about, but it's definitely... you're going to have, as I mentioned earlier with the dreams, it's going to be a sign from the ethers that are going to give you cues. And so it's going to be your job to decipher that if you want. I mean, you know, free will. But it's going to be abrupt, but at the same time, you're not going to be surprised because you're going to have that inner compass in a dream state, giving you exactly all the answers that you are looking for. Interesting. Me dejaste con la boca abierta. I am going to end it here. I thank you so very much for visiting, and I hope to see you later. Los quiero mucho.